Hello and welcome to this session. Within this session, we will be focusing upon overcoming some of the effects of post-traumatic stress disorder, as well as depression and anxiety. The process that we will be using is hypnosis or hypnotherapy. And perhaps I'll just explain a little bit about what hypnosis is, or hypnotherapy, and then explain what we'll be doing within this process and why we're doing it. Hypnosis essentially is helping your body to relax, getting yourself to feel comfortable in a place. And what that does is adjusts the level of your conscious awareness in the sense that it adjusts the openness of the deep, rigid parts of your mind to changing the way they think. When you're in a crisis, the areas of your brain that get used are very reactionary and tend to not be very good at learning new things. And when you find that you are caught in a dysfunctional cycle that just doesn't work for you anymore, sheer willpower simply does not serve the task at hand, which is to change those deeper parts of your mind, changing the way that you think at the deep levels. And what hypnosis does is, first of all, helps you to relax. Second of all, opens up that door. Thirdly, gives you a new narrative to adjust subtly the way that you think. Now, I want to be clear. Hypnosis is never someone else taking over control of you. That never happens, except in the movies. What you have instead is you guiding yourself through the process and you deciding what you're going to take in. You're the only one that can open that door. You're the only one that can allow in the scripts that you need to change. And the big thing here is that you would only be doing this when you need to change some aspect of your life. You need to get more in touch with your emotions. You need to stop reacting to things in a negative way and instead find a place of peace and comfort within life. Now, an important thing to consider is that really a person's affective life, their emotional life, is kind of a seamless experience from the time that they're a child through into adulthood. And difficult experiences that we had as a child set certain patterns within the deeper parts of our mind. And they also set kind of the thresholds that our emotional system uses to gauge our adult experiences. And so, for example, somebody that had a traumatic experience as a child, what they experienced there may not have been any immediate symptoms that anyone could have recognized. But what will end up happening is that the neurochemistry changes subtly. Even the gene expression of the child changes subtly so that the threat awareness system within our emotions becomes heightened. And when your threat awareness system becomes heightened as an adult, then everything appears as a threat to you. You feel discomfort in being close to others, even though you long to be close to others. You mistrust others, even though you really know that you should trust them. You feel the need to feel threatened by other people, even though you really long to be their friend. And all of these feelings gradually build up and can, 30 years after the fact, manifest themselves in an adult experience of anxiety, panic disorder, depression, all sorts of issues. And so what we're going to do within this session is try to open up that door a little bit and speak to a few of the very basic ideas that tie in with the emotional structure of the brain. Now, let's talk a little bit about neurochemistry for a moment. The most popular antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications deal with a system called the serotonergic system, dealing with serotonin. What serotonin really does in a very simple way is tells your brain that the danger isn't so great. It kind of turns down the volume on that threat assessment system. And that's all it does. It doesn't make you feel happy. It doesn't give you lots of energy. But when that threat system is turned down, your body now has a chance to not be in that state of crisis all the time and can start to heal itself. And your mind can start to heal itself. We see that the receptors on synaptic sites begin to regrow back because we are not in that state of crisis so much anymore. And not being in that state of crisis, then we can start to learn to adjust the ways that we think. That kind of thing is the kind of thing that we're looking at getting at with hypnosis as well. And that's part of the reason why mindfulness therapy works so well and why cognitive behavioral therapy is so well recognized as being an effective treatment for affective disorders, anxiety, depression, those types of things. So what I invite you to do now is to simply get comfortable. You can sit or lie down and just focus upon my voice and try to feel relaxed.